Hey, everybody, welcome to this week's programming. We're into our last week of the Battle Tested series. We've been doing a lot of front squats, doing some strength training, unilateral, symmetrical work. And then we're going to start applying that starting next month. But this is going to be our last week. We got a couple of masters / games workouts that we're going to test out once again. Battle test. So we're going to get started Monday with one of those. But to get warmed up for the workout, first thing we're going to do is we're going to stay light today, and we're going to work on technique, efficiency, and get our heart rate up. For me personally, I've always loved doing snatches prior to doing volume pulling exercises. I like getting my lats activated, my whole body activated. There's something about the movement. Snatching prepares you to do upper body pulling. I think a lot of it has to do with coordination, timing, and accuracy of movement. So we're getting started. One rep every 45 seconds for 15. So we're doing a lot of reps. This should not be a one rep max effort. You should not be missing weights. You probably should be about 60 to 70%. This is just a warm up. This is just practicing good movement before going into Monday's 4-time workout. It's master's workout number 1. So you're going to start off doing 45 pull ups, then 20 dumbbell box step overs, 250 35s, or a 24 and 20 inch box. Then you have 35 chest to bar pull ups, followed by 20 dumbbell box step overs, and then 20 bar muscle ups, followed by 20 dumbbell box step overs. That is going to be for the competitors for our RX. Fitness RX, we're going to probably scale the pull ups down to like 30, 20, 10. The pull exercises, and we'll probably use 1 dumbbells, 2 getting up and over the boxes, or we use like 35s and 20s for those. Because once again, the guys at the games, they were doing this 1 or 2 sets, super fast, super efficient, possibly unbroken the whole time. So that's what we want to try to achieve to get the same stimulus they got. Just because you did this number of reps does not make you games worthy or you putting in the same categories of effort as they did. Or look at the training versus competing blog that I wrote last week. A lot of you have been asked a lot of questions, especially it's been good, like seeing workouts and us trying to do that and get a realization of where we're at and a realization of putting in the type of work that it requires to get these times that fast and what happens to your body afterwards. Your ability to recover is one of the best attributes and contribution to being a competitor. Some of us, we just don't have the competitive lifestyle. We're not able to time mental recovery as they are for the games. And even the masters athletes, if you speak to them, they probably have 1 or 2 sessions a day, but at the same time, they probably put somewhere in their day that almost half or not equal to the amount of time they did in training towards recovery. That's just something to always keep in mind in this. Tuesday is going to be a fun, just weightlifting day, a little upper body, a lower body, push, pull, another push, pull. But we're going to start off with front squats and box jumps. 6 front squat, 2 slow tempo, 2 seconds down, 2 seconds pause, fast up, 1 second pause the top. 6 reps. You choose your load on these. Then you're going to go immediately into 3 box jumps. Box jumps, where you're going to try to jump and land on the box with straight legs. Just because you jump on a 36-inch box, but you land like with your knees to your chest, we don't hit the stimulus doing this. Then you see you jump on a 30-inch box and almost land with your legs absolutely straight, getting those hips high, being explosive, using that triple extension. Then seeing basically a max effort looking box jump where you're barely making your hips or your feet onto the box every time. Ready to go low, jump up, land with your feet straight. Then we're going to rest 5 minutes. So at the 20-minute mark, you're going to start EMOM of 18 minutes. Then for our 18-minute EMOM, minute 1, max dumbbell bench press. Minute 2, max double under. Minute 3, you get to rest. 6, 12 minutes of work, 6 minutes of rest. 12 minutes of dumbbell bench press, 12 minutes of double unders. We'll see as many reps as we can. For those of you that are really good at double unders, if you do 100 in med, that'd be 600 by the time you get done with these. A lot of double unders. Just keep that in mind when you're doing this. This right is mainly for quality reps too. So we're going to have really good efficiency of movement, front squat, box jumps. Then we're going to kind of push the pace here for for 1 minute. We're going to do 35-20 for RX, 50-35 for competitors. Because I want to see a lot of reps. It's almost like the bottom push-ups, but now we're going to be doing this with dumbbell bench press with weights in our arm. And some of you are going to find we got a lot more reps here than you did on Tabata push-ups. Even if we did Tabata efforts, probably still would. Wednesday, we got a fun workout just for time. Then we're going to do some accessory work after that. We're going to do a high volume deadlifting. 21, 18, 15, 12, 9, 6, 3 of deadlifts. 225, 155 on there. That should be roughly about 60-65% of your 1 rep max. If not, we're scaling that down. You're going to do your deadlift and a 200-meter run. Then you're going to come in deficit strict handstand push-ups. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It could be on 45s, 245s. We can even have some of you that are more advanced go to the parallettes, the 45 and a half minutes stacked up, do some strict handstand push-ups. I want you to find something that's going to challenge you. Maybe not doing singles the whole time, or maybe you are quick at singles, but we need to find something that's going to challenge you. Some of you might be just doing a regular strict push-up. Some of you might want to kick up into a handstand push-up and do a negative coming down, fall off the wall, kick back up, negative coming down, fall off the wall. Put in a lot of work that way because you're going to be putting in, 15, 28 solid reps of strict handstand push-ups. That's what we want. Solid reps, quality reps. That's that for time and quality. So you have deadlift, 200-meter run, push-ups, 200-meter run. Semi-long workout for some of us, probably about anywhere from 12 to 18 minutes. Some of you a little bit longer, some might be a little bit shorter. Depends on your strict push-ups and how you break up those deadlifts. These should not be high volume deadlifts. This 21 AT, I think it's 84 total reps that equates to. So that should be somewhere 50 to 65% range of our 1 rep max. Thursday, we have a longer workout. This is going to be 1,900-meter row, 400-meter farmers carries, 2 dumbbells and 2 kettlebells. They have 1,900-meter ski. They were 400 feet of burpee broad jumps. That's going to be one into the gym to the other 4 times. It'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, it's 100 feet from the gym to the front of the gym all the time. That's what we want to do 4 times. They have another 900-meter row, and then we're going to do 400 feet of box sled pushes, and then we're going to do another 1,900-meter ski. Well, we might have to do some biking. I'm hoping that everybody's going to be kind of all over the place, so we'll have time to everybody else in the rows. Friday, we're going to do some squat cleans. We're continuing that. Yes, we got front squats, and yes, we're doing squat cleans, but that's okay. The legs feed the wool. 3 sets. We're going to do every 4 minutes on the 12 minutes. You're going to do a 3, 2, 1 scheme. And I want these don't have to be touch and goes. These can't be singles. I like singles because this time of year we're focusing on technique. We're not focusing on getting the barbell cycling down. We're not focusing on intensity, that type of intensity. We want perfect reps at a moderate to heavy weight. So you're going to do 3 squat cleans. I got 60-65%. I'm not going to work that 70-75%. Then we have 2 squat cleans at 70-75%. Some of them might be in that 75 to 85%. And then we have 1 squat clean, 75%. And some of you can obviously go up to 85 to 90% of your order at squat clean. Just know if you do touch and goes, you're going to have to pay the man, so to speak, on your lack of weight that you're going to be able to use later on in the workout. You got 9 reps per round, and we have 3 rounds. So it's 27 squat cleans that we want in moderate to heavy weight. That you know you can move efficiently, something that's going to challenge you at the same time. It's really hard to put percentages in here when you're doing this style of workout because if you take somebody who's very proficient at moving, doesn't necessarily have a high 1 rep max. They could probably operate 90-95% on their last one and continue looking great. If you have a high 1 rep max, say if you got above a 330 squat clean for the guys, maybe above a 225 for the ladies, the higher you get up in these percentages and the more volume you have underneath, the more volume you accumulate, the harder those things are going to be. That's what makes them really great CrossFitters. Like CrossFitters don't have very high 1 rep max because if you do have a very high 1 rep max, it's probably genetic. And then when it comes to this style of movement, you get fatigued really quick because 1, your muscles are so in tune to firing together It literally uses every muscle in your body when you contract. That's why you don't see a lot of very fast running backs or world class Olympic lifters are ever going to come into CrossFit and dominate, because their body is, I guess you could say, very inclined to use every muscle at the same time. Whereas somebody like me, who has a very low 1 rep max, but I can operate at a high um, percentage of that 1 rep max. I shouldn't use me, for example. Take like Rich or Matt Frazier. Those guys have a 385, 365 squat clean, but you could also put 315, 330 pounds on there, and they could do like an EMOM. And then we had guys like Danny Nichols that Jessica Phoenix Grid with. He had a 405-pound power clean, but if he got any stronger, it didn't really help out. So he would have to do reps after reps after reps to build his endurance with a moderate to heavy load with those. The same thing goes like for Guy at this year's games on the squat clean workout we did last Monday. He's the best Olympic lifter there is in CrossFit. But yeah, he was having to do singles while you had guys like Jay Crouch, who's much smaller, nowhere near as efficient as him, doing Olympic lifts, doing unbroken on squat clean. It's just something to remember when you're doing this style workout. Then after that, we'll have to go in 2 heats. For this one, or share a bike. We'll figure out how to make this work, but it is on Thursday, so Thursday class is a little smaller. 21, 18, 15. This is part A of one of the games workouts. We might change this depending on the number of people coming in, because there was a thruster bar facing burpee workout that we might do in place of this, but we have burpees on Saturday. That's why we're doing this one right now. We'll see. 21, 18, 15 bike calories, thrusters of ice, 565, 115, 175, or 175. Then 135, 95 pounds for the last 15. This was from the games, main individuals. They crushed this workout. It was crazy to see them go as fast as they did, especially at the low. And Saturday, we're going to do a synchro style workout. 30 synchro toes to bar. Then you have 45 calories on the rower. One person going to hold 2 kettlebells up in the front rack position while the other person rows. Whenever this person drops the kettlebells, you have to switch it out. Then we have 30 synchro bar facing burpees. So one of you on each side of the bar, you go down, chest touch time up and over, and then chest touches the ground same time. That's 1 rep. You can do that for 30 reps. Another 45 calories on the rower, another 30 synchro burpees. Then at the very end of this, I know one person's going to be left out. Let's do 1 more rep. It's going to be fun. We're going to do 45 wall balls over the 12-foot main beam bar at the top. So what does that mean? That means we're going to scale the weight down, probably like a 10 and a 6-pound ball, maybe even a 4-pound ball. You guys might be able to use a 14-pound ball to get over that 12-foot target. We're just going to test it out, see what happens, have some fun with it. Some of you may not even get that high. Guess what? That's okay. We'll just go up to the pull-up bar. We'll go over the pull-up bar. We'll make it work. But we're just trying to have some fun with this workout. So take it with a grain of salt. Don't be sitting on that leaderboards. Oh, you come competitor fitness RX. We're just getting there. We're getting some work done as a team, having some fun, doing something a little. That's this week's workouts. Hope you enjoy it. Got any questions, let me know. Remember, the following month, we're going to get started in something new program. We're going to have new strength movements coming out, some new ways, and some great workouts planned already. Anyways, have a great week. See you on the leaderboard.